The images for the video for West Coast are very striking. I like how the images change with the tempo of the song.
Yeah, definitely.
So explain that a bit to me too, because it's a recurring theme in some of your videos to have basically an older man play a certain role in the video.
Yeah.
So in West Coast, for those who haven't seen it, you see you're frolicking on the beach with young guys of your own age, and then the tempo slows and you're a bit of maybe a trophy girlfriend for an older man. Or how is that meant to be interpreted in your mind? What did you want to express with that?
That's a good question. I mean, obviously for me, like, I storyboard every one of the videos and have a close relationship with whoever the director is, trying to sort of explain why I choose which frames I would want at each tempo change, etc. And I'd never worked with Vince Haycock before, and basically, like, with this whole record, what I really wanted to do was, I felt like it was a necessity to sort of not take things as seriously, pare things down a little bit. And so I wanted something that was like in my mind, I think the video could have been shot a little bit closer to what I was trying to express, which was like the verse, because the verse has like this kind of consistent, normal beat. I wanted that to be paired with like these images of me on the beach, which is how I usually am with my friends, in my leather, you know, stuff like that, just the way things really are, but maybe a romanticized version.
Okay.
But then when the tempo slows down, it was supposed to slip into this more like surreal dream scene with a vision of how I'd genuinely like things to be. And for that reason, I wanted Mark Mahoney to be the person by my side, because he's the biggest inspiration in my life. He's my tattoo artist, also an amazing tattoo artist. He did, like, you know, Biggie and Tupac in the 90s. And for me, like, being in LA, moving there, not really knowing anyone, just knowing that he worked up the street on Sunset for some reason made me feel a lot less lonely, just because when I met him, he was very cool and very giving and serene and kind. And that's definitely the quality of, like, person I'm looking for. I think, like, knowing what I've wanted to do for so long and kind of being tamed in my own way for so long, the person I'm looking for is just sort of a more serene, intelligent, probably an older figure. But I was aware that people would take that literally as, like, a sort of, I don't know, archetypal, maybe, like, already been done, played on relationship. But for me, I have a more personal connection with the concept of, like, a very giving, affectionate, older, maybe older than me character. But I mean, one thing I felt like that didn't necessarily get translated is, like, that scene in the car was supposed to almost have a more heavenly filter on it. Like, it was supposed to be almost more of like a wave and a haze over the lens, so that you could see that where the reality was the beach, but the dream was the car with the love interest. So, you know, it's hard. Some things get lost in translation, and for that reason, like, I think, you know, I'm open to more criticism because I'm exploring my fantasies. I'm exploring my kind of archetypal visions, and it's hard when you're collaborating to translate that.
Well, now people know, because you said, so they'll know. So they'll know.
Now
well, just
like, now after that lengthy fucking observation.
No, we'll just put a closed caption if you want to know who this guy is. And actually, he's a nice guy. He's a tattoo artist.
Yeah, he's amazing.